Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Retire on Purpose podcast. My name is Andrew Pallas. I'm a certified financial planner here at Minnick McGregor Wealth Management. As always, we're joined by my co-host and colleague, Cory Laird, another certified financial planner here.
Good to see everybody.
Or not.
Not good to see everybody.
Well, you can't really see them. So,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
today we're going to be talking about something that, I think is very informational. It's something that I truly enjoy talking about,
Yeah.
and that is behavioral finance, right?
Okay.
The psychology of why people make certain investment decisions. It doesn't have to just be investment decisions. It could be all walks of life, decision-making process.
Yeah, there's several features of behavioral finance. Which ones are you wanting to focus on?
I think one that kind of sticks out to me is anchoring,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
what is anchoring is using a specific piece of information that you have to determine your strategy when it comes to owning a certain investment.
Yeah.
It could be a specific price. It could be again a specific data point that you're looking at, whatever it is.
Yeah. So, give me a real life example for a stock or a house, or just give me a real life example of
Yeah, I
what
mean,
anchoring is.
when you go back to taking the certified financial planner exam, that the one that sticks out to me is the price of a house. Right? They
Okay.
talk about, you paid $200,000 for your house. It's grown to 450,000 in market value. And then all of a sudden the market takes a turn and now it's at 350. You think that, the value of your home should still be 450,000, whatever the market says it's wrong, it's what you think it
Yeah.
should be.
You're anchored to that that first valuation that you used it. So you're anchored to that level.
Yeah. And I think for a specific stock, it's, somebody has a stock they bought at, let's say $50, it drops down to 25. They want to see it get back to that price that it was at, and
Yeah.
they think that's what it's worth.
Yeah.
That can obviously be a detriment to them because maybe there's something changed in the data. Maybe there's some new information.
I mean, what strategies should we take
That's a great question.
yeah, what strategies
Yeah.
should we take to learn from what anchoring is and how to respond to any anchoring that we personally have to better our financial lives?
Yeah, I think, for us, it's having a process, right? When it comes to, having certain data points that you're looking at to make that decision, but also, I think it's tracking your wins and losses, right? So, whether it is having a spreadsheet or just kind of keeping track of the certain investments that you've had, that you've sold, what was your thought process in, why you bought it and
Yeah.
why you sold it? And was it, again, an emotional decision, or was it something that changed in the data that, showed up to you and it was a good decision to make? Or again, it's just reviewing that, I think.
So the best way I think of what anchoring is if I tomorrow I believe that the sun is going to shine and the weather's going to be great, I'm not carrying an umbrella. I'm not going to bring an umbrella. I'm definitely not doing that. But if I wake up in the morning and it's raining outside, I'm going to take that new information to an account and bring an umbrella. I'm not going to use the past information of, well, I thought it was going to be sunny and shining outside, that I'm going to take the new information and bring an umbrella out. It's that type of using constant new information
Right.
to make judge of what your stocks are really worth, what
Right.
your investments are really worth, what your house is really worth.
But you could take a shower and walk to work at the same time. No, it's a very, very good point.
Yeah.
So I do think that kind of dovetails into the next one, which is, I think, my kind of one that I like a lot is loss aversion.
Oh, I like that one.
Right. So loss aversion does, again, dovetail into that because it's, somebody that is back to the behavioral finance. Like when behavioral finance first came out, the big adage was people feel pain, twice as much pain and loss as they do with joy.
Yes.
Right. So it's, again, if someone would rather hold on to something even though it's losing value because the pain of actually letting it go is worse than, just getting rid of it.
So if I gave you $1, you're like, oh, okay, cool, thanks for the dollar. But if I take $1 from you,
Right.
you'd be pretty mad that I'm taking money from your pocket.
Right. So, for some people, again, going back to the stock example of going from $50 a share down to $25 a share,
Yeah.
they don't want to actually realize that loss. They maybe are still angry on the price, and they have the loss aversion. So it's a two-part kind of enemy, if you will, because the data is telling them to get rid of it. The alarm bells are going off to get rid of it. but they're continuing to hold it because of those things. It's more of an emotional decision
Yeah.
as opposed to a data-driven, process-oriented decision to get rid of it.
I think that comes down to what behavioral finance is it's really reflection of human emotions
Exactly.
in our on our finances. So, if we are making an emotional decision on something that shouldn't really be made,
Hmm.
like on our finances, it can cause us to make the wrong decision on whether something should be bought, something should be sold, something should be kept.
Hmm.
It makes us choose the wrong decision many
Yeah,
times.
money is an emotional thing.
Yeah.
Whether you want to believe that or not, behavioral finance tells us that it is.
Yeah.
So again, it's good to have a system in place to take the emotion out of it, to again look back and see if these data points you're looking at, the metrics that you're looking at, are actually adding value to your portfolio, or if it's something that's taking away. So again, there is having a process, having a whether it's a marker, whether it's a price, whether it's a fundamental thing that you're looking at that helps you make that decision on when to move on, I think can really be beneficial.
Cool. You want to send this out?
Sure. All right, everybody. Appreciate everybody watching the Retire on Purpose podcast. If you found what we said was helpful, feel free to like, subscribe, share. If there's a behavioral finance, thing that you like to talk about, feel free to add it to the comments below. If not, appreciate everybody watching and look forward to doing the next one.
Thanks, guys.